Hey you guys, it's your girl T, and I want to go ahead and shout out William Bone. And this story is so damn disturbing. He had posted this on my Facebook page a few days ago, and I wanted to get this, I wanted to talk about it. It has to do with Stephen Collins. And Stephen Collins was the father from Seventh Heaven. This was one of my favorite shows growing up. I tuned in every week to watch Seventh Heaven. I tuned in every week to watch Mary, Matt Camden, Simon, Lucy, Ruthie, and then they had the twins. I mean, this was my show. And, at first I thought it was a joke, so I clicked the link and I'm listening to the tape, and I'm listening to this man basically describe how he molested 3 girls. One was the age of 11, and how he had her put her hands on his penis and all this other stuff. I mean, it was just really, really disturbing. It was so matter of fact. It was so cold. It was almost like it was just, a normal thing. Well, now it's come out that his ex-wife, Faye, secretly recorded that conversation with the therapist, okay? So she secretly recorded it, and then she leaked it out to the media. And this was recorded back in 2012. So this was before they ever went through the divorce or anything like that. And like I said on Facebook, to me, Faye is just as disgusting as Simon Collins, because she knew about this information, yet when he told her about it years before, she didn't go to the police. She didn't alert anybody. And on top of that, the counselor didn't say anything. It's like, it just seems like if you're a big enough star, people will cover up your misdeeds. This whole situation to me is just sickening. It's been all over the news, all over the media. Now they're saying that because Stephen Collins has been going through so much, he lost his SAG card. They removed him from Scandal. He lost his role in Ted 2. So there's a lot of backlash coming behind this. And they're saying that he's very suicidal. The other day, a bunch of police were called to his house because they thought he had killed himself. But he didn't kill himself. But the family's worried that he may kill himself. I mean, this whole situation to me is just sick. I mean, to me, I'm not surprised that he's trying to scream that he's going to kill himself. Some folks love to scream suicide when it gets too hot in the kitchen. Instead of him facing these allegations as a man, instead of him being willing to do the time for what, he molested these girls, he wants to attempt to kill himself. The whole situation is just disgusting. And, looking back at it, being a young child in junior high watching this show, because it seems like these girls are probably like close to our age. I couldn't imagine being molested by this man and then you're watching him or you're seeing him on TV, or you're going to school and you're hearing folks talk about it. Because this was a really popular show when we were in junior high, high school. I mean, this was very popular. Folks would talk about in the lunchroom, what did Mary do? And what do you think about this and that? I couldn't imagine being one of those little girls who was getting molested by this so-called man who's playing a preacher on television, and they had to keep that secret inside. I'm sure that scarred these girls for life. This is just disgusting. This is just sad. This man needs to be in jail. He does not need treatment. He needs to be locked up. This whole situation makes no sense. And this is why I hate child molesters, because when you see a thug or a gangster or, whatever, they kind of dress like that. But when it comes to a child molester, there's no uniform. They're just regular people like me and you. They dress normal. They act normal. They're pastors. They're teachers. But what I also find funny, like I said on Facebook, is a lot of folks are dragging him, as they should. But when I did that video the other day about those damn grown-ass teachers who had sex with the 16-year-old boy, the comment section just disgusted me. You had man after man after man saying that the kid was lucky. They wish they were that kid. There's nothing funny about child molestation to me. And I'm so tired of the hypocrisy. When it's a girl that gets molested, everybody wants the child molester's head on a platter. But when it's a boy that gets molested, oh, it's okay. He'll be all right. Yeah, it might be fun and games now while he's 16, but at some point in time, he has to grow up and look back on that. And sometimes it's not always fun when you realize that an older person took advantage of you. A lot of folks have been through it, and for folks to co-sign or act like it's okay, I was really disgusted by my comment section the other day. So we're going to watch and see how people comment on this video, and I bet you the same dudes that were giving that kid props are going to come on here and act like, oh yeah, he needs to be locked up for life, he should be killed, he should have his balls cut off. But when it's a female molesting a young boy, you guys condone that. And you're a teacher. It doesn't matter if you're a 20-year-old teacher or a 40-year-old teacher. You cannot sleep with your student. Point blank, period. This is a man who played a pastor on television, yet he was sitting here filling up on little girls. The whole situation is sick. And you had some folks who are like, I can't believe it, he played a pastor. Why can't you believe it? Just because he plays a pastor doesn't make him a pastor. And the sad part is you have a lot of pastors out here molesting children. You know, like the whole situation is just really, really sickening out here. And I just feel like if you are being molested, if you are being touched, if you are being abused, you need to speak out, let somebody know. You should not be embarrassed. You should not be ashamed. You know, I just think this whole situation is just sad. And, you know, like I said, I can just put myself in those little girls, you know, situations that it's like, damn, I can't believe this shit. The man who's touching me and who molested me is on television every week playing this father figure, playing this pastor. I mean, the shit just blew my mind. I didn't even know what to think when I first heard the tapes. I was just so disgusted. But like I said, his wife is not innocent in this. To me, she's just as guilty for allowing this to continue and not reporting this. She's just as guilty as he is. Even though she didn't molest those children, she knew about it and she sat there with that information. If you guys think that he only molested 3 little girls, I bet you there's going to be more females coming out the woodwork. Hell, there may be even little boys coming out the woodwork for all we know. But I definitely do not believe that it was 3 little girls that he molested. I feel like there might be a lot more little girls, but they're just afraid to say something. Plus, it's been a lot of years. But I definitely feel like if he got away with it 3 times, he was doing this all the time. And especially being that he was an authority figure, he was an actor, people recognize him. You know, he's gotten a lot of really strong roles. A lot of people look up to celebrities and entertainers, and sometimes they allow those people to take advantage of them when they shouldn't be. So anyways, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this entire disturbing, disgusting situation concerning Stephen Collins. Go ahead and leave a comment. All right.